Welcome to this tutorial showing you how to create a piece of work in response to the artist David Marinos. And you'll see in Photopea I have already opened up a photograph of myself, and the first thing I'm going to do is use the magic wand tool to select the whole of the background and then press delete to get rid of it. Next up I'm going to go image adjustments black and white to turn my image black and white. Click OK, and then image adjustments brightness and contrast to turn the brightness right the way down and the contrast up so that I make my portrait very dark. Click OK. Right, next up I need to take bits of this off, so I'm going to use the lasso select tool and I'm going to draw the bits that I want to cut. And then I'm going to press delete, and I'm going to take a little bit off of the cheek here as well and press delete, and then I'm also going to cut the head from the body, so go round the whole of the body, and then back up again, and then press delete on that. Okay, so I have the kind of rest that I want to use. Okay, now I'm going to use the rectangle select tool and just shrink it a bit and rotate it so that it's more in a position I want. Okay, right, now I'm going to go to another photograph of me that I've loaded up in Photopea, and I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to magic wand the background, and I'm going to press delete, and then this time I'm going to go image adjustments black and white and click OK, and I'm going to use the lasso select tool again to cut out the bit of the face that I want, and press Ctrl and C to copy it. Then go back to my first image, Ctrl and V to paste it in, and then I'm using the arrow tool again just to resize, reposition and rotate to where I want it. And this is underneath the other layer, so I'm going to drag it to beneath the top one. There we go, so I can see where it is in relation. Now I'm going to go image adjustments color balance, and I'm going to bring up the red and bring the blue down a little bit and the green down a little bit. Click OK, and then I'm going to go image adjustments hue saturation, and I'm going to bring the saturation right up, and I'm going to change the hue to be more of a pinky colour rather than a red one. Click OK. Then image adjustments brightness and contrast. Bring up the brightness and the contrast down. And you'll need to tweak this to get it however you want based on your photograph. Click OK. In fact, I'm going to go back to image adjustments hue saturation and just change the hue to slightly more red, and bring the lightness up a little bit. Click OK. Lightness and brightness do different things, so you will need to play with them. Okay, right, just going to move those into a more central position, and I'm going to make a new layer down in the bottom right, drag that to the bottom, and then I'm going to use a very light grey. Click OK, and the paint bucket to fill the background with a nice light grey. Okay, right, now to add some of the interesting features. So new layer again, drag that to the top this time, and I'm going to use the lasso select to draw a mask around the bottom right of the face here, and then I'm going to go to the colour picker and choose quite a dark grey. click OK, and then paint bucket to fill that in. Okay, I think that could be a little bit darker actually, so I'm going to go image adjustments, brightness and contrast, and bring the brightness down even more. Click OK. Alright, looking good. Right, now to add some lines. So I'm going to go to the free pen tool. There we go. And I'm going to make sure there's no fill, and I'm going to choose red as my stroke colour. And make sure I've got quite a thick line on and the tolerance right up quite high. And then I'm going to draw some wavy lines in just at the top here. Just shimmy that over a bit. Don't want them to be too close. One more. And now I've done all the lines I want. I can just do some down here, poking out the side of my cheek. And I'm going to drag those so they're below the face. Okay. And now I think I'm going to put some shapes in. So I'm going to grab the rectangle shape tool, no fill, and I want this one to be grey. And I'm going to draw it just here. Okay. Make sure it's below everything else. And then I'm going to grab the ellipse shape tool. And I'm going to draw that there and grab the arrow tool and just rotate that and put that a little bit over. Okay, looking good. Okay, I want those to be below the pink face though, so I'm going to just grab the pink layer once I find it. There it is. Just drag it up so that it's on top of those. Okay, looking good. Okay, next up, I just want to make those red lines go a little bit closer together. So I'm just going to find them and grab them. Just use the arrow tool just to bring them a bit closer together. Okay, all good. Right, now I'm going to grab the free pen tool again and go grey, and I'm going to put some lines down the bottom here, just straggling off of that grey shape, and then I'm going to do a couple more lines, but I want those to be thicker, so I'm going to select both of those layers and just thicken up those lines a bit. And I think I might make them a darker grey as well. Okay. Oh, I've noticed that those have turned grey at the top as well. I don't want that, so I'm going to find those layers again. There they are. And I'm just going to go back to the pen tool. I'm going to make those red again. There we go. Okay. Right. Next, I just want to make that rectangle shape a little bit lighter grey. So I grab the pen tool once I've selected it and just change the grey to a slightly lighter one. It's a subtle change, but tweaks like this are going to happen to make the piece look more like you want it. Just going to grab the pen tool again and just put in a line coming out the edge, and just go and grab that layer to make sure that it's below the face. Okay, now I'm feeling like the faces are too big at the moment, so I'm just going to select both of those and use the arrow tool to shrink them. It does mean I'm going to have to move some of the other stuff about, but I don't want them to fill up quite so much of the space, so shrinking them is the way. So I now have to just rejig the things that have opened up because of the move. So these red lines, for instance, just need to make sure that they're below the face, and the lines at the top there need to make sure they disappear underneath the face. There we go. And also the shape down the bottom there, need to find that. There it is, and just move that. And obviously move those lines as well. Lots of layers, so having to find each of these things takes a bit of time. You can name your layers. I know a lot of people who use Photoshop and Photopea do. There they are. I'm just going to resize those, move them under. Okay, good. Right. Now, one last thing. So I'm going to zoom in down into this bottom corner, grab the rectangle select tool and draw a line. And I'm going to make it red with no stroke. And then I'm going to right click on that layer and I'm going to duplicate it. So duplicate layer. And then I'm going to grab the arrow tool and the shift key, and I'm just going to grab that and rotate it to make a red cross. Okay. And if I zoom out again, I'm just going to do a last little bit of tweaking. I'm going to find those red lines again, and I just want to make them a little bit thinner. Something like that. Okay, and then I'm going to grab the other red lines, if I can find them amongst all these layers. There they are. And I'm going to do the same, just a little bit thinner. Okay. And then very last tweak, I'm going to go back to my pink face and just go image adjustments, hue saturation, and just mess with the saturation and the lightness a bit again. Just until I'm happy. Okay. And that is this piece done and dusted. I hope you find this tutorial helpful.